So we're just leaving one of my investment properties right now, and we're headed to another. I get the question a lot, if it's a buyer's market, if it's a seller's market, should I rent or should I buy? And I can just kind of give you the story of, my first house that I bought. This home I bought for $115,000, which was market value. It's what it appraised for several years ago. It's just a little 2-bedroom, 1-bath on the west side of town. So here in Roseburg. It was one of those things, being my first house, that I had to think if I was really buying at the right time. And should you wait until the market crashes or whatever. Basically what it came down to is that the home would have rented out for around $800, and my monthly payment came out to around $750 at the time. So to me, I thought if it was going to be 6 in one hand, a half dozen in the other, but I was owning my home, then that was a much better route than just renting it. Fast forward several years now, and that home today, even though I thought we were at the top of the market then, that home today is worth between $170,000 and $180,000. Through the years of making the payment and now having a renter in there, I only owe about $100,000 on the home. So even after all fees and everything, you do the math, we could easily say conservatively that I'd be walking away with around $50,000 plus if I were to sell that home today. Whenever people look at owning versus renting, a lot of times they'll say, well, what about the repairs and maintenance? I'd rather just a landlord deal with that. Well, I can guarantee you that I have not put anywhere near $50,000 worth of repairs or maintenance into that home. And really anything that I did to the home not only brought up the value, but also made it more comfortable to live there during the time. I did all new paint inside and out. I put new flooring in there, and I put in a ductless heating and cooling unit. And all those things, of course, made the value go up and made living there a heck of a lot more comfortable. Now, if we look at it from a renter's perspective, now I'm the landlord, and that home rents out for $1,150. And my payment has actually gone down because I now have an 80% or more loan to value on the property. So my private and mortgage insurance dropped. So my payment is just right around $700, but it rents out for that $1,150. Now, if I was the renter and I would have just rented the house out and lived there for several years, not only would I not have that equity gain and everything, but I wouldn't be the landlord now. I would be the tenant who's paying $1,150, because every year usually the landlord will hike up your rental price a little bit. So your mortgage virtually stays the same every year, whereas your rent goes up every year. To me, that's a no-brainer. So this is my long-term retirement plan, and it's obviously, it's what I know, it's what I believe in. It's what I do on a daily basis. So it's always what I recommend to people, or at least to hedge up against. By the time I'm in my 50s, 60s, and I have several of these houses paid off in full, and I'm collecting the full, whatever rents are, then who knows, $1,500, $2,000 for that same unit, and it's paid off. That's really gonna help hedge my retirement. We're actually in the neighborhood now, not too far from the house. The other question is, is right now the right time to buy? Is it a seller's market? Is it a buyer's market? So it is a seller's market, meaning that there's not a whole lot of homes out there to buy. However, interest rates are so low right now that you can buy something for likely cheaper than what you're renting for. And that's what also makes it such a competitive market, is that it makes sense to buy right now. And that's why it is so competitive. And if we look here, this is my clean little house here. It was my first house. A nurse practitioner and his wife and kiddo are gonna be living there, and $1,150 a month. So that's, it's a $450 difference from what my mortgage payment is on that. Now, only if I had 10, 20, 30 of those, and you'd be pretty well off. Something to think about. Should answer the question of, you know, buying versus renting, and really, you know, what makes the most sense in the long term. And when you're retiring, I can promise you'll be thanking yourself that you bought something now, versus, you know, renting for years and years. If you guys ever have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can hit me up anytime, and I'll plan on talking with you soon.